most painful thing is that you've gotten stronger while I've remained the same. How dare you give up? You're a Saiyan warrior. Take some pride in your heritage. I am not a Saiyan like you. Please, stop trying to convince yourself. The most painful thing is that you've gotten stronger while I've remained the same. How dare you give up? You're a Saiyan warrior. Take some pride in your heritage. I am not a Saiyan like you. Please, stop trying to convince yourself. The most painful thing is that...
Alright, Shalom. Shalom, Yashala, Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Quadash, for giving me the spirit to this video called Lo Yimlah, Allahaynawa, Abanawa, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Quadash. And, yeah, man. Alright, now, this Vegeta, another Vegeta motivational vid, real, from this little motivational Vegeta clip. Vegeta always, his character, I feel like it was the best. If you haven't watched Dragon Ball Z, I advise you to go watch it. And Vegeta, is like, to me, he's one of the main characters, but he's not the number one main starring character. That's Goku. That goes to Goku. But Vegeta, I say he has the most character development, and that's ultimately what the Most High deals with, especially with with the elect. Most High deals with character development. Even that damn bug out Kevin Gates, he tell you trial, adversity builds character. What it mean by build character? It's character development. You see, in my opinion, Vegeta is definitely is not one but the best character in the whole Dragon Ball franchise. That whole that TV show and the anime, and he's kind of similar, not similar, but he's like in a way the exact mirror of the same of Zuko. In Avatar Last, in my opinion, Zuko is the best character in Avatar Last Airbender besides Aang, because Zuko had the best character development as well. All right, arguably the greatest character development in history of a cartoon show. But there's no character development like there is for the elect. Say that the second chapter goal is trying to furnish an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. Roughly paraphrasing. And Vegeta, one of his things, he's about hard work, working hard, being relentless. He's obsessed with being the best. He's obsessed with perfecting his craft and taking pride in his heritage, his inheritance. He like to boast about his heritage, his Saiyan pride, being the prince of all Saiyans, living and what that mean, and living up to it, and pretty much trying to make his forefathers or his ancestors proud. You see, and we need to come in that same stead. We need to become obsessed with being the best, obsessed with the work, obsessed with perfecting our craft, taking pride in our heritage, our heritage, and our heritage. King David tell you that his inheritance is Yahweh. The scripture said we shall boast in our power all the day long. See, that's what we take pride in, man. You see, we take pride in our power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, serving Him and doing the best we can, and obsessed with being the best, And all through that, we're going through what? The furnace of adversity, the straight gate, the trials, the tribulations, all right, the adversity, the affliction. And that's building our character. We get that character development as well as we doing it, because we're not just doing the work, of itself you do, But ultimately, you gotta endure, continue to do that work through the furnace of adversity. That's what Yahushua did. He was straightened until how shall I be straightened until it was accomplished. You see, like the Apostle Paul was buffeted. He wanted to do the work in peace, but he was buffeted. You know, it was always something. He was dealing with something, and that's what ultimately the Most High is doing to try our faith and build our character. Which Vegeta was tried. You know, his faith was tried. You know, counted. You know, ultimately, you know, Goku is that. You know, is that it's set up to buffet Vegeta. Where, you know, it's set up to. It's like a rising and fall of Vegeta, right? Because he's obsessed with beating Goku, call him Kakarot, because that's his saying, born name. But when Goku, every time he ascends a new height, so every time Vegeta feel like he's stuck or whatever, you know, it hits his pride, you know, his own self pride, which, you know, Vegeta got many different forms of pride. He take pride in his heritage. He take pride in himself, and that sometimes is the downfall of him, right? And Goku is set up to really humble Vegeta and make him better, really, when you think about it. Now, I got these scriptures. Started with Psalms. This is Psalm 16:5. Yahweh is the portion of my inheritance and of my cup. Thou maintainest my lot. Right? So the King David said, the portion of my inheritance is Yahweh. Right? So guess what we do? We boast in that. Let me get Psalms 40. The scripture said we boast in our power all the day long. Let's see, boast. Psalms 44:8. That's Psalm 44:8. I'm starting at verse 4. Psalm 44:4. Thou art my king, O Yahweh. Command deliverances for Jacob. Through thee will we push down our enemies. Through thy name we will tread them that rise up against us. Right. Through the name of Yahweh Shema Shah. Right. Yahweh Shah. Verse 6. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. But thou hast saved us from our enemies and hast put them to shame that hated us. In Yahweh B'Shema Shah, we boast all the day long and praise thy name forever, Salah. Right? So we boast in our power. We take pride in this thing, in this ministry, in this thing of ours, man. Like Vegeta take pride in his inheritance, in his heritage. All right? And we dedicated to the work. Perfecting our craft, getting better, overcoming. You see, overcoming these obstacles, right? Wisdom of Solomon 2:16. We are esteeming him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. So this is the wicked. Speaking about the righteous, okay? The wicked speaking about the righteous. So this is the wicked prophesying, talking about the righteous, right? Wisdom of Solomon 2:16. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits, right? Because the righteous esteem the wicked. The wicked chief is wicked as Amalek. All right, those counterfeits, man. Those imposters. All right, those false Jews, man. Because they're not the real people, they're not the real people of the Lord, man. They're counterfeits. Scripture called them counterfeits. The wicked are counterfeits, man. Right? We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstained from our ways of filthiness. Right? We abstain, like it says, taking the shield of faith, for thou be able to abstain the wiles of the devil. Roughly paraphrasing. Ephesians 6 chapter. All right, he abstained from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounced the end of the just to be blessed. Right, the meek shall inherit the earth. All right, Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of their followers. Right, and there's many other scriptures that speak about the expected end. The Most High giving the elect the expected end. All right, thoughts of not evil but of peace, to give thee an expected end. All right, he pronounced the end of the just to be blessed, and he maketh his boast that Yahweh is his father. Right, and we boast in that, man. We take pride in that. Right, just like Vegeta take pride in his thing. We take pride in our thing, man. The Lord said, we're his inheritance. In Deuteronomy 32 and 9. For Yahweh's portion is his people, Jacob is a lot of his inheritance. There you go. So it's a vice versa thing, man. We belong to Yahweh by Shema Shah. And Yahweh Shema Shah belong to us. Right? That's our power. Yahweh is our power, our God. Yahweh Shah is our King, our Messiah. And we're his people. We're the Most High, Yahweh's people, and Yahweh Shah's brethren, his people as well. Okay? So, all right, we gotta all right, take pride in this thing. Let me get this, because Vegeta, he got it. He understood it. Let's see, Colossians 3:23. And whatsoever you do it heartily as to the Lord, and not unto men, knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for ye serve the Lord Mashiach. Right. Mashiach Yahushua. We serve Yahushua, and by default we serve the Most High Yahweh automatically, because that's how the Most High Yahweh set it up. So with that, giving our praise to Yahweh, by Shema Shah, by Shema Kadash. Hope this video was edifying to the body, to the elect. Shalom to the elect, man. Shalom.